Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Oklahoma Sports Report, OU Football Edition. I'm Rick Heath, with me Al Eschbach, and we are at one of the places you want to go on game day here for OU games, and that is Cohiba Cigar Lounge and Royal Pipes, where they're having great promotions going into this OU football season, and we'll be talking about some of those great promotions in just a minute. But Al, I mean, it's just a week away from OU football kickoff against Utep.
Yeah, it's here, and what happens this time of year, you've talked so much about what you think, what you don't know, what you know, what you don't know. Now it's time to see.
Yeah, you know, and no matter what our speculation is, because let's face it, we have limited access. Now, Brent is letting people come into practices a little bit more. Well, I'll say a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more
than Lincoln did.
Than Mr. Paranoia.
You know, but you still only get to see a certain amount.
Yeah.
You know, and so you can't draw a whole lot from limits. It's like a snapshot. How do you tell a story from a snapshot? And it's very hard to do.
Yeah, no, it is very hard to do. So that's why going through a season like this, there's more question mark because we don't know.
Yeah, and you know, and especially with all of the, you know, all the things surrounding the season. New coaches, new players, old players in new positions. I mean, all of that adds up to one big question mark going into September 3rd.
Well, and you got freshmen that we want to see what they can do. So, yeah, it's early. You want to see the first two games against Utep and then Kent State. You want to play well because we're going to see Nebraska in Game 3, and I think they may be pretty good this year. So we'll see.
And here's the thing about it is, UTEP has practiced all year against OU, so they'll throw them some wrinkles. Kent State's going to be outmanned, but Nebraska is going to have the same athletes just about as OU. Hey, we are at Cohiba Lounge, the Cohiba Cigar Lounge. We're on the gate before the kickoff on 9/2. Welcome Back to the Future pregame party, sponsored by Rocky Patel and Ciroc Vodka, right here at the Cohiba Lounge, Boyd and Lindsay in Norman. We'll be back to talk more about Cohiba Lounge when we get right back.
Oh man, dude, I really wish I could make that. It's National No Pants Day, and that'd be kind of inappropriate.
We actually just had gas station sushi, and you just don't want to chance that.
We're gonna be running tornado drills all day.
I have tickets to see Kenny Rogers. He's what?
Tornado drill.
Your friends are tired of coming up with excuses. Two Fellas Moving Company, saving friendships since 1996.
The painting professionals at Ray the Painter are committed to providing all of our customers excellent service and attention to detail. Since we started in 1991, Ray the Painter serves the entire OKC metro area. We do interiors, exteriors, residential, and commercial work. The experts at Ray the Painter offer custom finishes and glazes for cabinetry and woodwork, as well as spray, brush, roller, and trowel techniques to get the perfect look for your project. For a free estimate, call 405-605-3563 or visit us at paintokc.com. EDS Paintless Dent Repair is your one-stop shop for auto body repair. Whether it be from hail damage, dents, scratches, or even glass replacement and repair, we can accommodate all your needs. Locally owned and operated since 2005, EDS Paintless Dent Repair is here for you. Give us a call at 405-476-1763 or go to edspaintlessdentrepair.com.
Okay, sports fans, you know, we do the Thunder Weekly each week, but there's a lot of things I like to support that are Oklahoma products. I like to go around and do shows from Oklahoma businesses, but one of the businesses I want to talk about is Prairie Wolf Distillery, now Wander Folk Spirits. Wander Folk Spirits distilled out of Guthrie, Oklahoma. Great line of spirits. They have Wander Folk Gin, Wander Folk Vodka, and Old Moses Bourbon. All of these are quality products, and they're distilled right here in Oklahoma. So if you come to like Cohiba Lounge, ask for a Wander Folk Gin and Tonic, or ask for a Wander Folk Vodka and Tonic, or a club special. It's getting where you can get that now. It's getting warmer. A vodka club special made with Wander Folk Vodka. Great selection, and you're supporting Oklahoma businesses. So support Oklahoma business. Ask your favorite restaurant or bar to carry Wander Folk spirits.
At Laser Light Skin Clinic, our most popular treatment is now more affordable than ever. Right now, you can save up to 50% on Cool Sculpting, the #1 choice for non-invasive fat reduction. Our flexible treatment plans allow you to choose the option that is perfect for you. Focus on a single problem area or revive your life with a fresh new you. These are real results. For your personal Cool Sculpting consultation, call Laser Light Skin Clinic today. A new you awaits.
And welcome back, Oklahoma Sports Report OU Football Edition. Rick Heath and the Dean of OU Football, Professor Al Eschbach, here with me from Cohiba Lounge Royal Pipes here on Lindsay and McGee, and also on game day right here at Cohiba Lounge, OU versus Utep. It's the best tailgate party for the game. It's sponsored by Crown Royal and Patron, and it's paired with Rocky Patel cigars. And you can get a Rocky Patel cigar like this Decade cigar. This is supposedly one of the tastiest cigars you can get, and you can get them right here at Royal Pipes. So come by on the, September 2nd, Friday, September 2nd, have a pregame show, a pregame party, and during the game have a Patron and Royal Crown party here. Also with 405 Brewing and Cochifer Brewing from Durant, Oklahoma. Okay, Utep, as we talked about. Utep ranked 102, Al. Ranked 102 in the, in the basic 1 to 135 or 40, or no, excuse me, 160 something teams now that they're ranking, and they're 102. So not really a well or highly ranked, but still a good opponent to open season with.
Yeah, they're a bad team, so you can get some, a lot of people. OU's a 31-point favorite. Vegas said it's going to be a massacre.
Well, you and I talked one time about when they opened the season out in Utep, and kind of the same thing, and got him Landry Jones open the season, and I think they won by like 14 points. So.
They struggle, but if they struggle against Utep, it's a bad sign. Really bad sign.
Yeah, with all the new things coming in, if they don't struggle, it's great for OU. If they do, almost.
Well, again, you're a 31-point favorite. You're playing a bad team, a really bad team.
Now, Utep, I can see maybe a little struggle. Kent State, I can't see much of a struggle at all.
No, you'll probably be a 40-point favorite in that game.
Yeah, in that game. Let's talk real quickly. Big 12, OU comes in number 4 in the USA Coaches Poll, behind Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State.
Well, in Vegas, Texas is the favorite to win the Big 12. Media picks Baylor. Big 12 media picks Baylor. Vegas picks Texas. So strange.
Yeah, USA Coaches Poll has got OU 4th.
Yeah, they're what, 9th in the Associated Press.
Well, you know what? Yeah, but here's what I think the USA Coaches Poll is looking at. They got a lot of respect for Brent Venables.
They got respect for the name Oklahoma, is what it is. Yeah,
Brent Venables.
Yeah.
Because as a coach,
I don't. Well, we don't know about Brent Venables. We had no idea as head coach. We all think he's going to do good, but we don't know.
And we won't know until the season starts.
That's exactly right.
Through the season.
That's exactly right.
You used to always say you always know more about your team in the 3rd Saturday in October. Because the 2nd Saturday in October, you play Texas.
That's right. So it's really strange, the Big 12, because, like I said, Vegas has Texas favorite, and the Big 12 media has Baylor favorite.
Yeah.
So it's strange.
And then the USA Coaches Poll, they've got OSU as the 2nd favorite. I don't pay attention to the Coaches Poll. I think they don't know what they're doing when they're voting. Hey, what you try to do, if you're like a media guy for OU, you try to find the highest rating you can, no matter whether you believe in it or not, and go, look, the USA Coaches Poll says we're number 4.
I don't understand how Texas is favorite when in the real poll, the Associated Press, Texas ain't even in the top 25.
Well, see, and that's the thing about Texas. You're talking about, because the coaches have OU up there because it says OU.
Right.
Well, the other people that rate highly, they have Texas up there because it says Texas.
Absolutely.
Not because they've done anything.
Well, and the one thing that OU has on their side, they get Baylor and Oklahoma State at home this year.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's big.
Huge.
No, it's
Right, in the Big 12, the other thing is Kent State's 107, ranked 107th. They're expected to win only 5 games. Utep only 6 games at 102. Nebraska now is overall 44 and expected to win 7 games.
OU's a 2.5-point favorite in that game right now.
That says more than anything to me because that's basically a toss-up game because 2.5-point favorite in Lincoln means they're giving a lot of credit to Nebraska at home.
No doubt about it.
And OU's is a question mark yet.
So, yeah, like I said, these first 2 games we'll learn a lot more, a lot of questions with new coordinators, new quarterback, just a lot of, but there are talented, highly recruited players that need to step up this year.
Well, and we'll find out pretty quick because, like you say, you got 2 introductory type games, then you go to Lincoln. And that atmosphere to new players is going to be bonkers.
Yeah.
There's very few places like Nebraska.
Well, and especially they love to play OU. That game is huge for them up there.
And I just got to take my hat off to the Nebraska fans because I've been up to Nebraska several times, and they are welcoming.
No.
You go to some other places, and you are not welcome.
No, great fans up there.
But they're great fans.
Great fans.
They welcome you. Hey, come over here, be a part of this.
I always said OU Texas was rivalry out of hate. OU Nebraska was rivalry out of respect.
Yes, and I think it still is. Hey, we are at Cohiba Lounge. We're on September 2nd, the night before kickoff for OU's team. They have a Welcome Back to the Future pregame party sponsored by Rocky Patel, a wonderful cigar manufacturer, and Ciroc Vodka. And then on game day, OU Utep, the best tailgate party for the game right here. It's sponsored by Crown Royal and Patron, and is paired with Rocky Patel Cigars and 405 Brewing Company. Plus, they'll have food and all kinds of things available right here at Cohiba Lounge on game day. We'll be right back after this.
Oh man, dude, I really wish I could make that. It's National No Pants Day, and that'd be kind of inappropriate.
We actually just had gas station sushi, and you just don't want to chance that.
We're gonna be running tornado drills all day.
I have tickets to see Kenny Rogers. He's what?
Tornado drill.
Your friends are tired of coming up with excuses. Two Fellas Moving Company, saving friendships since 1996.
The painting professionals at Ray the Painter are committed to providing all of our customers excellent service and attention to detail. Since we started in 1991, Ray the Painter serves the entire OKC metro area. We do interiors, exteriors, residential, and commercial work. The experts at Ray the Painter offer custom finishes and glazes for cabinetry and woodwork, as well as spray, brush, roller, and trowel techniques to get the perfect look for your project. For a free estimate, call 405-605-3563 or visit us at paintokc.com. EDS Paintless Dent Repair is your one-stop shop for auto body repair. Whether it be from hail damage, dents, scratches, or even glass replacement and repair, we can accommodate all your needs. Locally owned and operated since 2005, EDS Paintless Dent Repair is here for you. Give us a call at 405-476-1763 or go to edspaintlessdentrepair.com.
At Laser Light Skin Clinic, our most popular treatment is now more affordable than ever. Right now, you can save up to 50% on Cool Sculpting, the #1 choice for non-invasive fat reduction. Our flexible treatment plans allow you to choose the option that is perfect for you. Focus on a single problem area or revive your life with a fresh new you. These are real results. For your personal Cool Sculpting consultation, call Laser Light Skin Clinic today. A new you awaits.
And welcome back, Oklahoma Sports Report, OU Football Edition. Professor Al Eschbach, Rick Heath here from Cohiba Lounge and Royal Pipes. Let me tell you about Prairie Wolf Spirits and Wander Folk Spirits, distilled in Guthrie. It's a great Oklahoma story. These folks have been distilling vodka and bourbon and such for about 4 or 5 years, and it is ingrained now in the fabric of Oklahoma. So if your favorite liquor store or bar doesn't carry Prairie Wolf or Wander Folk Spirits, ask them to, because it makes great drinks and it is a wonderful Oklahoma-made product. Now let's talk a little about some of the upcoming, some of the Big 12 teams. Oklahoma State, we mentioned, was second favorite in the USA Coaches Poll. And for good reason. I mean, they've got Spencer Sanders, the returning all Big 12 quarterback, and Mike Gundy is at the coach.
Yeah, and media poll, the people that know the Big 12, they're number 3 behind Baylor and Oklahoma. So they were good last year. They came an inch of beating Baylor in the Big 12 championship game.
They just got stopped short.
You got Spencer Sanders, and he's one of the few known quantities at quarterback this year in the conference. It's a crazy year quarterback-wise in the conference. They were really good defensively. Now they lost Knowles to Ohio State.
To me, that's going to be the biggest question mark.
But they bring in a great guy from Auburn.
Hey, Derek Mason's a good coach.
Yeah, he's a really good coach.
Really good coach. I mean, got a lot of respect around the country. But again, it's
Knowles did a great job, and they lost a lot of good people.
See, that's the other thing. They lost a lot of guys that are in the NFL.
Yep.
And so now you got to plug holes with a new coach. It always creates question marks. But the anchor is you got the All Big 12 offensive coordinator. Quarterback.
Yeah. So that's a big plus.
That should be a big plus. And Texas has got the name. Texas has got all this stuff. I've just heard that. I mean, I didn't hear that they reported 2 days ago that Quinn Evers is going to be the starting quarterback.
Yeah, and that's the key. I mean, 2 years ago, he's the number 1 high school player in the country. Didn't play his high school year, went to Ohio State because of NIL. Didn't play up there at Ohio State. So how good is he? If he's very good, they're going to be good. If he's not good, they're going to struggle. Their defense couldn't stop the run a year ago. They got the maybe the best running back in the country in Robinson. They got great outside receiver. It's going to be quarterback for them. So
and here's the thing about it. Orange Blood's website had some back and forth that I was reading on, and there were people on there that said, "Hey, Hudson Card looked better than Evers," and the reason why Evers was named so early is because Sarkisian wanted to squash any potential quarterback controversy.
Well, yeah, Card was terrible last year, so everything's going to be about quarterback.
Well, it's going to be. And Quinn Evers has got, he's
and they
got
play
the name and the rating.
They play Alabama second game of the season, Austin.
Wow, that should be big time. That should be big time. So then Kansas State. Will the new quarterback help with Kansas State?
Adrian Martinez.
Yeah, is he going to be able to unseat the other guy?
He's going to be the starter, no doubt about it. Martinez is a starter at Kansas State, so had his moments in Nebraska.
Yes.
So they'll be interesting to watch. Again, you got them at home.
Yeah, and I like the coach.
Yeah.
He's a good coach at Kansas State, and their defense was pretty good last year, and they got 8 returning starters, so their defense ought to be a lot better too.
Should be, yeah.
Should be.
No, yeah, they'll be decent.
And then speaking of good defense, Baylor.
Best in the conference.
Baylor with Dave Aranda. I mean, they're going to be in the mix every year because Aranda is such a good defensive coach.
Well, the question is how long they're going to keep Aranda. His name was up last year for numerous head coaching jobs.
But didn't he sign a big contract?
That means nothing these days.
Yeah, all of this is, I'm here today.
Yeah.
Might be gone tomorrow, but I'm here today.
Yeah, so that means nothing. But he's a good coach. So they're not flashy on offense. I don't know how good they are at quarterback, but they find ways to win.
Yeah. Okay, so West Virginia's got a new quarterback.
JT Daniels, one of the top quarterbacks in the country, coming out of high school, skipped his senior year of high school, went to USC, started USC, then goes to Georgia. We think he's going to be the quarterback next year on the national championship team. No. So now he's at West Virginia, so that'll be interesting to see what JT Daniels does.
So JT Daniels is a new quarterback. Martinez a new quarterback. OU's got a new quarterback.
Texas
got a new quarterback. TCU may have a new quarterback.
In Morris.
I mean, he's played some last year.
Iowa State got a new quarterback.
Yeah, so it's all question marks.
And that's what makes picking the league that much more difficult.
Well, that's what you were saying earlier is about that's what makes OSU more solid is because returning Big 12 quarterback.
That's exactly right.
So, it's all up there in question mark, and it's always going into the season, but this year even more so.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Hey, we are at the Cohiba Lounge here on Boyd and Jenkins in Norman. Professor Al Eschbach, Rick Heath, and we'll be back to talk more OU football right after this. And welcome back. OU Sports Report, OU Football Edition. Professor Al Eschbach, Rick Heath here from Cohiba Lounge. Hey, don't forget, Friday, September 2nd, the day before OU kickoff, they're having a wonderful Welcome Back to the Future pregame party sponsored by Rocky Patel and Ciroc Vodka. And then game day, they have a best tailgate party for the game, be right here, sponsored by Crown Royal, Patron, and paired with Rocky Patel cigars, some of the best cigars in the world right here at Cohiba Lounge and Royal Pipe. So if you want a place to really have a great time before the OU game against Utep, come by Cohiba Lounge. Al, let's talk a little bit about OU. Have you heard or seen anything that's changed your mind or brought your attention about the OU summer practices, the preseason practices?
Not really. I hear that Jaden Gibson receiver is going to be a star.
Is he the tall kid?
He's a tall kid out of Florida. Kid Farouk has had a great camp. They're going to be really, really good at receiver. Barnes, running back freshman, has been slowed with a minor injury.
Sawchuk didn't. He just came in and reported.
And he looked really good.
Yeah,
got great speed.
Yeah, but he just reported.
Which back when every freshman reported. So
that's how it was for the longest time.
Yeah. So he's been really, really impressive. Billy Bowman has had a great camp. Jalen Redmond, slight concussion, put him out for a little bit. He's had a great camp. The secondary, I heard Jay Davis has had a good camp. We'll see.
Well, Jaden Davis, I mean, he as a freshman, he
played going to be a star.
He played a lot and played well.
Yep.
And then his sophomore and junior years, he's just, I mean, all of a sudden now it's just, okay, what do we got? And he's trying to prove that he wants to be back in rotation.
Yeah. Woody Washington at corner, they really like him.
Let me tell you what I've heard about the secondary. I heard that the secondary is playing so well, it's making it hard for the receivers because they know their routes and they can be physical with them. And so that's making the receivers better because they're playing against really tough physical cornerbacks and safeties, and they're having to work that much harder. So it's making the secondary better and the wide receivers better.
And a key, last year the pass rush was so good with Benito and Winfrey. So you're going to need, Grimes, it's really big, Ethan Downs, Marcus Stripling, and let's see what some of the linebackers could do. Shane Williams, this big guy, who they've been frustrated with at times. One of the fastest guys on the team, so we'll see what he does at linebacker.
Stutzman has been playing well. He's playing well in the middle. Now, White on the edge, that's a question mark still. I mean, he's a fifth-year senior, but is he going to be able to adapt to the new defense?
Yeah, and they got three freshmen that come in that were highly recruited. So we'll see at the linebacker position. Linebacker interior on defense, to me, a question mark.
Here's what else I've heard on the offensive side. Dylan Gabriel knows this offense so well that he's been teaching it as on the practice field. He's been teaching it and giving it live introduction to the place. Okay, he knows where everybody goes, what everybody's supposed to do, and boy, they all look to him as their leader.
And I think what people forget with Levy, quarterback runs a lot in this offense.
Yes, well, and he's been running the offense, not running so much in practice, but he's been running the offense.
Right.
And Levy trusts him so much that he gets there and he has some latitude. The other thing I heard, because of that, the backs out of the backfield have been catching the ball great. And
we know Eric Gray is really good at that. So, and then Marcus Major has had a really good camp. So we'll see. He's battled academic problems, battled injuries. So we'll see what Marcus Major can do.
Well, he is a power back. And he is one guy that, with the two freshman speed guys, with Barnes and Sawchuk, and then Gray out of the backfield, he's a kind of in-betweener.
Right.
But that gives him a great mix in running back.
Yeah, so we're going to see how many snaps, another thing, what they're going to do, how many snaps everybody's going to get, and I think they think the offensive line is going to be really good.
Well, the offensive line and the defensive line are the keys to me.
Yeah.
That and the biggest key of this team, keeping Dylan Gabriel.
Well, they think the offensive line may be the strength of the team, so
That's
we'll
good.
see.
Well, if that is true, then Dylan Gabriel will have the protection he needs.
Absolutely.
Because there's absolutely no proven backup.
No, they got some freshmen in there, and they got a couple of transfers. And the kid from California, second team All Pac-12, he's had a really good camp. Wanda Morris, who was All SEC at Tennessee, highly recruited kid. So they got some really good. And Harrison, the pros got him, I think, number 3 tackle in the country.
We have yet to see it, but there's something there because they wouldn't have him that high.
Absolutely.
Hey, can't wait for the season to start. Professor Al Eschbach, Rick Heath, we'll see you next time here on Oklahoma Sports Report.